Hi, Flosstube.
Hi, I'm Kate.
And I'm Cheryl. And together,
Fickle
Fickle
Stitches.
Stitches. Oh my gosh, we got it right.
That's a good sign, people.
It's been a while. Did you miss us?
Big thank you to everyone who's been watching and subscribing and leaving very nice comments.
Indeed.
All of you.
Yes, we're a little in shock and awe.
Yes. A little weird. We were, I was not expecting this. And big thanks to Maggie Kitschy Whips.
Yes.
Who shouted us out on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And EJ at the Sunshine Stitchers, who shouted us out on her Flosstube.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where they came from.
Yes.
Where they came from.
So we are really glad that you checked us out. I'm really glad you got to see the amazing pile of stitching that Kate has done over the last years. And 35. Okay.
The stuff pre-35 was gifts, and I actually probably threw some of it away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so I'm glad everybody got to see it. And we're so glad that you're liking and subscribing, and hopefully you'll find more things that you like to see. And so welcome, and off we go, because we've got a lot to talk about. It's been a month since we've officially filmed, and we've been busy.
I tried to rein it in this last week. I would not let myself stitch on anything I hadn't already stitched on, because it was getting out of control.
And even I have well, it's more than what I normally do, but there you go.
Okay.
So what would you like to start off with?
Finishes. Do you have any finishes, Cheryl?
I don't have any finishes, but I have FFOs. When would you like to see those?
Well, let's see your FFOs.
Okay. So, earlier this year, earlier in our Flosstube series, I finished, Merry Christmas by the Letter by Lizzie Kate.
Make yourself the whole...
Oh, yeah, right. You can have to bear... We're back to elementary Flosstubing here. Okay. I did Merry Christmas by the Letter by Lizzie Kate. And while I was home, I was off on vacation. I was home in Canada visiting my family. And while we were there, my mother finished it into a table runner.
Oh, that's so good.
And she's fussing because it's not 100% straight and whatever. And I was like, Mom, I don't care. It's got your hands on it and my hands on it. And that's the most important part. The funny thing is, she whipped the finish out the last day I was there. She's like, I got up, I go out to the kitchen, there she is sewing away and ironing and doing the whole thing, and we went up to town to do some errands and came back and she had it done. So this is what it's going to be. It's going to go on my dining room table. I didn't want it to frame it. I wanted to bring it out and use it, and it's so freaking big.
Yeah, I see that. That is perfect.
Yeah, so one of the things we did was while we were home, there's a really good fabric store. Mom and Dad's town, like the town closest to Mom and Dad, doesn't have a Michael's. The closest one is about an hour drive away. But they do have Atlantic Fabrics, and it does have a lot of really great fabric and stuff. But we also wanted to do a road trip, and it's called, Avonport Fabrics, which is on the other side of the main. It's an hour drive from a different way, because it's basically a warehouse of fabric. It's amazing. Wow. And so while I was there, I got the green backing fabric, and then for it, and then I got some other stuff too while I was there to possibly either try to make a project bag on my own, or I just send it off to our friend Vicky and see what she'll do. So it was kind of fun. And then the other thing we did, this is, okay, I'm going to try to do this without getting too emotional. Today is the anniversary of when my grandmother passed away, and my grandmother was a very big influence on my life, and she gifted us a lot of things that she made with her hands. And one of the things was these set of towels where she hand embroidered, and I didn't have a use for the towels, but I did have a use for the embroidery. So what I did was I picked the two that I felt most represented her, and I saved the actual embroidery work, and my mom sewed them on. So here we go. This is all done by her hand, and this is before she really went. Again, it is wonky, but I don't care.
Okay.
So that was the one, and this is the other, so that we could save her embroidery. This is before she had really bad dementia. So before all of that happened, this was made by that. And so what we made, we appliqued them on these bags, and one of them is going to be used to cover my my lamp that I used to stitch the magnifying lamp. That's the word I'm using. And so one of them is going to slip over and be a cover for that, and the other one is going to be the bag that holds my portable lamp.
Okay.
So, but what I have to do is I have to get the ribbon to do the cinching part. But so we have those. So a little bit of my grandmother. Both of my grandmothers highly influenced me in either needle arts or knitting or things like that. So I'm thankful I have examples of their stuff in my house. So those are my FFOs.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So I know you finished things.
I finished 2 things.
Yay! The streak goes on.
I finished the Steochalong number 8. And this is on a 16 count random remnant in DMC. And I finished it like 2 days ago. 3 days ago? Something like that.
It was, yeah, pretty recent.
All right. And she gave us a whole bunch of charted endings for this. And she gave us alphabets, and if we wanted to attempt our own. People are so friggin' creative, but this is the one I wanted, and she had charted it. And it's if at first you don't succeed, it's only attempted murder.
So the finishes was the second half of the
sampler. I had done down to succeed.
Yeah, so everybody has that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I saw somebody do an Aliens ending, take off, nuke the site from orbit. I was like, oh. I love that movie. I would have loved that one.
I'm still sad you didn't do the Blame Canada one. That one made me laugh and laugh. I would have laughed if you had done that just because of
you. Yeah, that was funny. All right, and this next one is the Supernatural Stitchalong from the Witchy Stitcher.
Yay!
This is on 16 count cinnamon from Bestitch Me. I started it June 1st, and I finished it on November 30th. And here we are.
Unbelievable. Oh, that turned out so... The fabric is perfect.
So
oh, wow.
For a couple lines. And then go up a couple rows.
Yep, it is done.
So the unicorn I changed from black to gray.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so much black in this project.
Yes.
I just needed to. What did I personalize? I did something with the gin.
Mm-hmm.
And I did something. Oh, the angel is personalized.
Yes.
I borrowed that idea from somebody else.
Yeah.
Who I can name.
Didn't you do something different with the fairy?
The fairy is a green fairy with brown wings. They had she had black wings, and I think she was in red outfit. And I was like, I didn't like it. So
yeah, I like that you have a few more pops of color in it. Just like you said, to lighten up all the black. Hey, baby, I see you.
Yeah. She's trying.
Yes, they have been. Hi, baby. Oh.
Never fails now. Now she knows what Flosstube is.
Right. Exactly. So those are our finishes. Well done.
Yay us.
Yay us indeed. Well, then why don't we just merge right into...
Whips?
Yeah.
I mean, I have my new start in there, but that's in with the whips, so I'm not really breaking it out.
Do you want me to do my starts then, and then we'll morph into whips?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. So,
Cheryl, I'm still the only one on the screen.
I know. Just give me a second.
Okay.
I had to breathe in for a second. I was looking at, like, where did I put everything? There it is right here. Okay. So, for those of you that are new, I turned 50 in October, and so I'm doing a project where I try to start a new thing once a week for the next year. And I'm also going to start doing some extra smalls in that as well. So I have a lot of starts because there's been 4 weeks since we filmed. So the first one that I started is by our friend Parkopper Bart, and I'm gonna switch it back over. Here we go. And it is in the Bleak Midwinter. As soon as he released this, and he actually released it a year ago, I knew that I was going to start this as part of my start along, because I've been thinking about doing this for a while. One, partly because I was the one that kind of, hey, could you ever do one related to in the big Bleak Midwinter? So he did, which was kind of nice. And also, I'm doing this in honor of my grandmother, who loved Christmas, and also one of my former bosses, Wilma, who this was her favorite carol as well. And so this one has a lot of meaning in it for me. So it's a little emotional, so I'll try not to. So I got a really decent start. I'm using the called for floss, which is Leo and Roxy floss, and the call for fabric, which is 32 count Zweigart, and I think it's vintage Stormy Night. And so I've got a good chunk of it done. I wanted to do a little bit of all three of the colors that I used just to see how they popped on the fabric. And I love it. And I also personally love this pattern because I don't know if you could see there in the corner. There's there's a reindeer, and apparently I'm into reindeer because I have a lot of reindeer stuff when I pull out my Christmas stuff. So anyway, so that was the first one. I started that before I went on vacation. What was that?
That's a great start.
Yeah, I put about 2 hours for sure, maybe 3. I'm being really careful with this one and making sure all the threads lay right. I don't know why. I think it's just because of all the whatever I have tied up in it. But okay. So then the next one that I started was while I was on vacation, and I had to be really mindful about suitcase space and the lighting, because I wasn't taking any sort of magnifying because I knew my parents left. Oh gosh, did I forget how bad the lighting is. And they have more layers. And so I'm really glad I stuck to small things. So the one that I did start was one of my little Mill Hill ornaments. It is Winter Holiday Pinecone.
Cute.
Yeah, it's the kit is to make it into a magnet. I will probably turn it into an ornament. I didn't get as far as I wanted to on this, but you know, again, I had to deal with lighting and such, and I realized that, well, no, okay. So this is as far as I got, which is not bad.
Not bad.
The top of it is done, except for the beads. I tend to do the bulk of the cross stitching first, and then start adding in the beads, because I like the beads to lay on top. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I just like them to lay on top. So that was the second one. And then the third one, I waited until I was back home. I had another Mill Hill kit with me, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I waited until I got back and started this one again. I say again, because Kate already knows. I've already stitched this once. And I want to stitch it again. This is, oops. Oh my gosh. There we go. It's the one on the right. It is Frosted Berry Stocking. There we go. Super simple, super effective. It's really, really pretty. It's in the book Cross Stitch Christmas Handcrafted Moments. That's what I used. And this is as far as I got. I put 2 hours in because I am going to be doing Whip Warriors. And they like that if you have something newly started, you have at least 2 hours or 200 stitches worth in it. So that's where I made sure I stopped. Because I'm doing all the starts in 2023, I am not doing the, there we go. That's as far as I got. It's really pretty. This is, I think it's 28 count Floba. It's using DMC, straight up DMC. It's really pretty.
Is that the same fabric you used the last time you stitched it?
Mm-hmm. I had 2 pieces. I had a piece left that when I cut it in half, it would be perfect size for both of them. So I always knew I was going to do 2. I just didn't know when I was going to start the second one. So I was like, this is a good one to start because I had everything already. I already had all the stuff. Oh, just put that away in the bag. And then the last start, which is the one that was from this past week. When did I start that? Yeah, on the 4th. I started this one on the 4th. And I really hope my husband doesn't walk in the middle of this. I started S'mores Anyone by LolaCrow. I love her stuff so much.
So good.
And I'm doing this. Hopefully I can get it stitched in time for a surprise Christmas gift for my husband. My husband on the side does, he's, I guess you could call him professional game master. Online he runs online role-playing games like D&D, Star Trek, Pathfinder, sure, whatever they are. And so he's, so I thought that would be a fun one to put in his office. So I got to start, whoops, I almost showed it to you upside down. I got to start on it. This is about an hour. Where's a dark thing that I could put behind it so you could really see it? Ah, there we go. I got the first wing done and down the neck.
What count is that?
Let me look. S'mores any 20 count Black Ada. So I'm doing it.
Tiny.
Yes, it's going to be petite. For some reason, I have never been against Black Ada. No, I have never been against Ada. I've done stuff on Ada before, but I kind of veered away from it for a while. And now I'm back to the higher count 20, 22 count Adas all of a sudden. One, I realized I have a lot of it in my stash. And two, it gives me I like things a little smaller.
Okay.
And so it just works. So those are my 4 starts, and I think that's enough.
So the ratio is 3-to-1, Christmas versus non-Christmas starts.
In this particular round, yes.
I'm just picking on your Christmas stuff.
Well, I also was kind of matching some of my choices to the time of year so that I would at least be doing somewhat thematic. But, yeah. But my 12 for 12 is definitely not going to be, the rule is going to be anything but Christmas and fall, which has been really challenging to find stuff. So anyway, those are my starts.
How many whips do you have?
How many whips do I have?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Why?
Hold on. 17?
I'm shocked it's not more, because that's this has been a month.
I know. It's like a third. Oh, it's a quarter. A third, a quarter. I can't do math. Math is hard, people.
It's okay. It's all right.
Do you want to go, or do you want me to start my pile?
Well, we could do a chunk of yours and then some of mine and then the rest of yours.
We could do that.
Okay.
Okay.
That way you won't feel like you're
Talking for hours.
because I know it's your favorite thing. All right, so let's put it all on. Boom, you.
All right, so in no particular order, because why would I keep track of something like that? Cheryl's going to insert a picture of what midnight hunting looks like.
Oh, yes.
Claire Creations. It's on 16 count gray. Something. Gray crunchy Ada.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a board for this one. I ran out.
Oh.
So I worked along the bottom, found the other corner.
Yes.
And need to stitch that in and go up.
So good.
I know. I love it so much. Oh, good Lord, I turned into a Flosstuber. I love it so much.
Or as Stephanie would say, I love it so much.
Yeah.
Love it. It is
There.
great.
All right.
Ooh, I love it so
It
much.
still needs it has a ton of back stitching just to.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
All right. Throw that one over. This one is still on the Nurge.
Mm-hmm.
Put a picture in here.
Mm-hmm.
This is Tidepool from Carolyn Designs on 16 count off-white Ada with the called for DMC. And this is the first page. I'm starting to fill in the first page.
Oh, so nice. You're going to have that done before I even start mine.
Yeah. So I'm doing the diamond. I've heard it called now the diamond method.
Ooh.
It has a name. So I'm sticking all the diamonds first because that's just easier. And then I'm coming back now and I'm filling in.
Filling in. Yeah.
Makes it super easy to count. The diamonds are 41 stitches.
The diamonds are, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the blocks in between are 80. So there's four sections of 10. And it's either all one color or it's, you know what I mean? She breaks it up geometrically.
Yep.
So. All right. We'll insert a photo of Dark Queen of the Earth.
Dark Queen of the Earth.
From Autumn Lane Stitchery. The part 4 released in December 1st. I'm still struggling through part 3. This is on 16 count sea salt from Color and Cotton. And holy hotness, is she a big girl.
She is, but it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
So I've been chugging along at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Part 2 with these brown thingies along the side. One of them is backstitched, one of them is not. I gotta remember to do that.
Yeah.
Whew, she's so big.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. And I'll do one more and then Cheryl can do one.
Okay.
All right, so this is, I'm not going to have Cheryl insert a picture. This is Nordic Winter Band Sampler by the Stitching Cabin Company.
Mm-hmm.
It's on 16 count Veil of the Night. So I'm doing it reverse. I'm doing it on the dark fabric with light DMC.
Right.
So all of it has been released. I'm almost all the way done with it. I got a little burnt out at the bottom, and I need to finish the bottom banner.
So good. So good.
Oh.
Beautiful.
So this bottom section with all the trees kind of got me for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the blank squarey things on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
There's color put in.
Gotcha.
They're holly leaves. It's honestly, there's not even an hour left on this thing, but it just was like, I couldn't do it.
No, I get it. I totally get it.
So it'll be a finish the next time you see it.
Excellent.
I had to put it down for a bit.
Excellent.
Let's see one of yours.
Okay, let me show you one of mine. Here we go. So before I left on vacation, I put a little more time into this one, which is Lizzie Kate Autumn Sampler, which was one of my starts. And I'm looking around like a ding dong. Here we go. All right. So, oops. Okay. So that when the last time I did this, I filled in more of the actual, well, I had to rip out some of this yellow because it was not laying right. Oh my gosh. There we go. So I put more in and the windows.
Okay.
So again, I wanted to have it at a certain point before I started in the groove for 2023. So that's my first whip. Do you want me to do the next one?
Yes.
Okay. And then the next one that I worked on was, this was a whip go goal for November to put in 5 hours. And this particular goal, the project was chosen by our friend Matt and NBC Stitcher. And he wanted 5 hours on 2 red Cardinals. So this is what it looks like. I love the stained glass look on this one. It's full coverage.
So
and
pretty.
This, pardon?
So pretty.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes you cut in and out and I don't hear you. I'm sorry. So this is what it's still on this is what I got done. So from the last time that I worked on it, all of this area. So I got the 2 blues that are surrounding the head of the cardinal done so that I could start the red of the cardinal.
Goals.
Yes. And so this is done on 22 count white heart hanger, 1 strand over 1.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I got some more done on that, which makes me happy because I love this one so much. Yeah. So do you want to do some more of yours?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So insert a photo of in here of Hyperborea from OwlForest Embroidery. This is stitched on 16 count Be More Pacific from Mystic Fabrics.
Beautiful. Ooh, that
So,
owl.
yeah, I finished the owl block.
Yeah.
I frogged more on this thing this last time that I pulled it out than I have ever frogged on any other project before. I don't know
Really?
what was going on in my head. And so normally I would have just powered on through the third animal is a lynx. I would have just kept going, but I'd like, you need to go away for a while.
So the rest of it's going to go on the left to the left of the owl.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, and that polar bear is everything.
There.
Love
Polar
it.
bear babies. There are 2 babies.
They're beautiful. Yeah, it's so good. Nice stitching. Nice stitching.
Oh, we're up to my new start. All right, this got released, and there are 4 of them, and I just about fell over myself to get it. This is there's going to be a photo here.
Mm-hmm.
Elemental Icons Earth by Anne Stokes, charted by Pain Free Crafts. So.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, this is on. I'm doing this with Pattern Keeper, thank God, because I don't think I else. And it's the first time I'm really using Pattern Keeper appropriately, because my Heaven and Earth is so old. I had to scan the photos in, and it can't search the sim. I'm enjoying learning how Pattern Keeper works, and it's just fun.
Yes, I get it.
All right, this is on 20 count easy count grid,
Mm-hmm.
and using the DMC. And here's where I'm at.
Love it.
Not very exciting. It's 934 and about 5 stitches of another color.
So you are starting in the bottom right corner on this one?
Yes, because of the way I make my X's. Matt and I make our X's the same way, and he just starts in the right corner as well.
Yeah, which makes sense. Whatever makes you happy.
So, but it is.
It's a big mama jamma.
400 by 400. Because go big or go home.
Right? If we have learned nothing from our Flosstube journey so far, that is Kate's philosophy when it comes to stitching.
It is. So next, we're going to insert a photo of Raccoon from Cottage Garden Samplings.
Yes.
This is on 16 count Velt by Picture This Plus. This is the called for fabric. I actually happen to have it by accident.
Nice.
And here is the raccoon.
Oh, look at them going side by each.
Yeah.
Love it.
So the jackrabbit is done. The raccoon is getting its butt filled in. And dense stitching up on that raccoon. Really dense.
It's deceptive for sure. Yeah. It's so cute though.
Then the ferret will go black nose, Blackfoot ferret. I forget. Will go next to the raccoon.
Love it.
Okay, trying to precariously balance stuff. All right. we'll do a photo here of Quakers of Scotland Stitchalong. This is from a couple years ago by Tempting Tangles. This is on 16 count white chocolate Ada with the DMC. And I pulled this back out because I haven't touched on it in a while.
Yes.
And put in the bagpipes, the ghillie slippers, and the swords. Nope.
Yeah, there you go. Right there you go.
All right. Here's my bone to pick with this one. This is why it's been in timeout for so long. That sword motif was on 4 separate pages.
Oh, dear.
Does not make me happy.
No.
And I love my Monty Python Black Knight.
Yeah, you do.
It's just a flesh.
It's just a flesh wound. Love it. That's a great needle minder.
It really is.
Oh gosh, that's one of the best parts of that movie.
Oh,
shoot.
All right. Under the Sea Stitchalong by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. 16 count. This is a Fortnite Fabrics. I have no idea what it's called. And the last part will be released around Christmas. Mm-hmm. And I am caught up.
Ah! So good.
So I did the coral and the crab in the corner was this month's release.
Super cute. I'm excited to get back started to work on that.
I'm pretty sure the bottom is just going to be those anchors and the motif across the top.
More than likely, yeah.
That's what it looks like. You know, how you can sort of judge what something is when they blur it out.
Mm-hmm. Super cute.
All right, Cheryl, what else do you have?
What else do I have? Okay, so then my big project that I took with me in the misguided hope that I would get it finished. Because I thought, hey, I'm going to have lots of time. Yeah, I didn't have as much time as I thought. I was working on... Whoops. Well, it helps if I put myself on the screen, well, wouldn't it? Hi!
Hi, Cheryl.
Okay, so I was working on this. This is the Nutcracker by the Stitchworks. I used to work for Cindy of Stitchworks at her brick and mortar when she had the brick and mortar store. It is now it was sold and then it's under another name and they phased out the cross stitch. But she used to do a lot of kits and designing. And so this is actually a big kit. And if you can see in the picture, it is meant to be a stand-up. So this is a little bit of a big mamma jamma, but it's done on, hold please. I want to make sure I tell you the count correctly. Where did I put it? Doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo. 7 count claustern.
Okay.
So, you can probably see the holes from a mile away. So on a fabric like this, she tended to use some of the specialty things, and especially pearl cottons. So this is what I have done. Oh, of course. Sorry, I keep forgetting I am in front of a window. I don't know why. I forget. So this is how much I've gotten done so far. So basically, almost all of the crown. But it goes on forever.
Good Lord, is that going to be like a toddler stand-up?
It's pretty much the size of a small child. I'm not joking. I've seen them finished. They're pretty big. She has a whole series of them. And they're fully kitted. So I have like all of the Rainbow Gallery stuff, all of the pearl cottons, everything, all the charms, everything. It's just on 7 count. And so I thought, hey, I can fit this into my carry-on luggage. and take it home. And I didn't get nearly as much done as I want. But yeah, it finished size, if you do it the way they finished it, is 27 inches tall.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go. It was something that I have had in my stash forever and a day, and I just want to get it done. I think it's kind of cute. It's super easy stitch. You know what I mean? It's just I just overestimated time I would have to just play around with stitching on my vacation. And then the other whip, do you want me to do my last one? I can do my last one.
Yes.
Okay. The other whip that I worked on, because it is going to be a Christmas present, and I can show it on this because I know this person doesn't know I do Flosstubes, is Winter Cardinal etching. I'm using the pattern that was released in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitching magazine. I do believe she's released the etchings together as one set, because this was done in 2020. So that's what I am. This was one of my starts for my birthday start. And this is how far I have gotten. Let me get it still has a needle in it because I was working on it last night. So I am now on the Cardinal.
Yay.
Yay! So once I get the Cardinal done, and then there's a little bit along the bottom, then I will be done. And then I'm going to start it again because I want a copy done for me. Because this is one that's being given away. I'm doing it on a piece of ornament cut. Where is it? It's 28 count. Original, it's not named, by Fortnite Fabrics. I got it on one of their online auctions when they offered ornament cuts. So those are all of my whips from this particular junction in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still have more.
No, it's okay.
All right. Picture of Sleeping Beauty from Dona Stitch. This is being done on 16 count antique white.
I like this one a lot.
So I was working on, that's a page, and doing the outlines of the castle parts.
Yes. Nice. I love that one for the stained glass effect. I think it's just great. It's so pretty.
Right. Now, our friend Vicky at Stitch and Button had a birthday Steochalong right around Thanksgiving, and it was Star Bella Filipina.
Mm-hmm.
I had already started one, and I just chose to work on it because I only had about, I don't know, less than 100 stitches in it. So this is what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
This is Scent of the Moth Queen by Bella Filipina Designs. This is on a Fortnite fabric that I do not remember. It was a fabric of the month. And here's her
Wow.
hair, and she is so blingy, and I don't think that translates at all.
I can see you're holding it at a good angle because I can definitely see some of the beads and some of the fancy stuff.
There's beads in it yet. There's just Krynick.
Oh, well, it's showing up.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But she could be a big girl.
Oh, wow. That fabric is amazing. Yeah,
So,
love it.
there's that. All right. So this next one is, Cheryl will put a picture up. This is the mythical creature Stitchalong from Pain Free Crafts.
Mythical creatures.
And this was their 2020 Stitchalong. I don't know. What did I do? Had I? No, I don't think I had. All right, a couple things. All right, I have no idea if you can even see this thing.
Oh, so good. I can see it down to the bottom of the S.
All right, that's fine. So we are going to fold it up a little bit. And okay, so
There we
the
go.
S now fully backstitched.
Yay!
The T needs to be fully backstitched.
Yes.
I'm not looking forward to. And I also did, this was the last thing I did, I finished that bottom vase motif corner.
Nice.
That's all fully stitched. That wasn't done before.
Right.
So I'm just going to do a little bit of plans right here. This project has 6 letters left after I finish backstitching the T. So I am taking this next year, and it is going to be January. I'm going to cross stitch a letter. February, I'm going to backstitch that letter, and so on and so forth. And this project will be done in December of next year.
Excited. Yeah. It'll be awesome.
So, but I've heard a bunch of Flosstubers talk about dividing their projects up by 12. Jessie Marie just did it with a mermaid, and she just finished it, and it was beautiful. And I was like, that's a great idea. And that project just really lends itself to it.
Yeah.
Because I need it done, and I need to stop. Yeah, something around with it.
Well, I mean, it gives you a break in between.
Hopefully it's a manageable chunk.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can just say, you just have to do the cross stitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you just have to backstitch it. The cross stitch is about 3 days worth, and the backstitch is usually about 3 days worth.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you were to do, like, it sounds all well and good to say, oh, I'm going to do a whole letter. But it really is part A and part B for each letter.
It is.
Yeah, for sure. Excuse me.
To really get myself motivated to backstitch this thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, have we not mentioned? It's on Ada. It's on 16 count Ren. And do not ever stitch this thing on Ada.
Yeah.
It is full of fractional stitches, and fractional stitches are not the problem. It's the fractional backstitching that drives me insane.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is.
But it does, like, your efforts are not in vain because it shows up so well. It looks really good.
All right. I have saved a couple of big things. I got about 4 left.
All right, you can do it.
All right. So, picture of Cleopatra.
Cleopatra.
Lines. First time she's coming out on the Flosstube, people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is on 16 count Spice by Picture This One.
So good. Oh my gosh, that fabric she looks so good on that fabric.
She does.
Oh my gosh, Kate, that's amazing.
So she is a big freaking girl. All right. So I have done a color conversion because Cleopatra was white. And I did not think Cleopatra was white.
That's correct.
So that's my color conversion with the help of Lord Libidon's website. But I had to make some adjustments because they do way more skin colors. Bella Filipina uses like 4 or 5 for the skin tone on the people, and he gives it in groups of 3. So I had to finagle around. So, how am I going to do this? This.
Okay.
This in here is where I worked on.
Gotcha.
And there's the column. And this thing has a gazillion beads. There's still a cheetah and
Oh
the rest
yeah,
of the dice.
I forgot about the cheetah.
You forgot about the cheetah. Don't forget about the cheetah. Look at all this
Oh
fabric.
dear God.
Not all of it. I did a sensor start just because on a fat half because I wanted to be sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I measured and been smart, but math
But
is hard.
math, yeah. It's beautiful.
Whew. All right. This is my oldest whip. We're going to insert a picture of Rhiannon. Artwork by Jessica Galbraith, charted by Hade. This is on 25 count white even weave. And I started this about 15 years ago. And then it went in time out for many, many years. And so the whole top row was done, and then part of the bottom here was done, not the yellow outside part of it, but a little bit of the horse. When I picked it back up this year, so I finished the page, and then I moved to the second page,
Nice.
and horse is coming in. This is on a paper chart, a large print paper chart that I have photoed and then uploaded to Pattern Keeper and pieced it together, and it's done in rows.
Oh, wow.
You can't do anything with it other than enlarge it and mark it off, and it counts how many you're stitching.
Wow.
But the helps.
It's so beautiful.
I would like to finish that page sometime, but it was supposed to be a page finish this year, and we're partway through December, and I don't see that happening.
But you touched it.
I touched it. I've touched it a bit. I've touched it a lot this year, actually. More than I've touched it in the last 14 years. Oh, hashtag touch your piece.
Right.
All right. Temperature Butterflies by Stitching Mommy. You don't need to see a photo because this is on 16 count water lily. This is, a temperature design. Ooh, there. So the first week is in, and we're having kind of a warm start to our December. We've been in the 40s and 50s. Mm-hmm. And this is the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So I just got to figure out where in the design to put Syracuse, New York, and that 2022 charm that Vicky sent.
Right.
So I don't know. I kind of want to just throw it in between butterflies. I don't really want to put it on the bottom or the top. Or
you don't think?
I don't really want to make it big. I just want to stitch Syracuse.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know what I'm doing. But I better figure it out because I want this to be a finish on the last day of the year.
Right.
And the last thing is the thing I was working on last night, and that's still on the Nerd. And a photo of Potions and Spells. From Autumn Lane Stitchery on 16 count Midnight Ride by XQ Designs. This was a Whip Go pick for me by Matt, NBC.
Matt was very busy in November picking all of our Whip Go things.
Yes. So I have a page finish.
Yeah, you do.
So there is some more underneath, but
yeah,
I'm going to go up. Matt has the 2 pages at the bottom done, and I think I'm going to be contrary and just keep going up. But I owe Matt a couple more days on this to meet the Whip Go goal.
Gotcha.
And that's easy enough to do in the next... today's the 10th?
Yes.
All right, we got some time. I found the bottom of the pile.
Yay! We were busy.
We were crazy. All right.
Excellent. So we had a busy month of stitching, that is for sure.
Yes.
So yeah.
Plans or haul or acquisitions?
It doesn't matter. I will talk for you. Just tell me what subject.
What are your plans?
My plans for the end of the month are, I have one, two, three starts for my birthday, 50 and 50 for 50. 3 planned starts, and then I'm probably going to start some ornaments to catch up on the ones I haven't been able to start up on. Fortunately, I have some vacation days, so there's going to be some stitching. So I want to do that. I do still have the last three Whip Go blocks. They are all going to be on the same project. So I thought what I would do is dedicate a weekend and get those kind of punched out. And it is going to be 3 blocks worth of work on, I don't have it here in front of me, but it's called the Mysterious Adventure Project, or MAP Project by Ink Circles. And so my Garrett picked it, and then the last 2 blocks, the December Whip Go goals were both for that. So I'm going to put some chunking on time on that. Then I'm also supposed to be working on Under the Sea Sal, because that's supposed to be a Christmas gift for my godchildren. Did I mention I'm only on the dolphins done?
That's part 1.
So I would like to get a chunk done on that. And then at the end of the year, you and I are doing a version of 12 starts for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. We're splitting it over New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, correct?
You can. I'm going to be stupid and do it on New Year's Eve.
You're going to do it on New Year's Eve.
You can split it. It's fine. It's still 12 for 12.
Yeah. So the whole premise was to do it on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. Where'd you get the idea?
New Year's Eve. Pam did it last year.
Right. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them all done on New Year's Eve. That's why I wanted to split some over into New Year's Day. We'll see. We'll see how far I get. But basically those 2 days.
Yeah. No, I've already got it. Sorry, I'm not taking over your plans.
No. I have nothing left to say. I don't have all the slots filled yet. I figured we might split just those starts out in their own little video, because that'll be a lot.
Yeah. So my 12 starts have already been chosen. They've already been kitted. 2 more working copies to make. And I have them signed to hours.
Nice. Yeah, so you've got yours pretty much worked out. I'm not quite there yet.
I got the floss in the bag or on thread drops. I just need to, the day before, take a really hard look at each pattern and go, where am I starting this? Do my measuring on it and mark it.
Yeah.
So New Year's Eve, I can just pick it up. There's my needle. That's where I'm starting. I have written myself a note where I am starting and just go.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not quite there yet. But I will be by the time it rolls around.
Yeah. So we talked about my dividing mythical creatures up by 12. Something else for next year I'm going to do is I want to work on all my whips. But I've seen people like Vicky Stitch and Button. She talks about she wanted to put 600 stitches on every whip she owns.
Wow.
I've seen Sammy J Stitches is doing it. She had like 1,500. I looked at my whips and decided that I really kind of wanted to weight it. So anything that was 2020 and under is going to get 3,000 stitches. And there's only like 9 of them. 9, yeah, I don't think there's 10. Everything else is going to get 1,000. Because I'd like to see some movement on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are still projects that I haven't worked on this year. Or only worked on once.
Right.
So, those are my thoughts for next year. 12 for 12.
Oh, next year. I don't know about next year. Next year is just...
You're still doing your 50 for 50 for 50. So you've got
Yes.
for next year.
I've got that, and then I need to figure out a plan for my whips. I would like to get some of them done. I do have 2 in particular. Of course, they're my biggest ones that I would really, really like to get done or close to done. So I have to do some juggling on that. We'll see.
Yeah. I would by the next time we film, I will have finished Under the Sea. I will finish Nordic Winter Band Sampler, and I will have finished Temperature Butterflies.
Yeah.
So those 3 will be finished. I don't think anything else is going to be finished, which is fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine. It's all fine.
Well, I mean, those are pretty big ones. So, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So those are our plans.
Yes.
Plans. So.
Plans. And we refer you back to our channel name of Fickle Stitches when our plans change.
Yeah, we start off with really great plans, and then they change.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, that's funny.
Came back and I have a huge plan now for the next year. She left me unattended.
I think the whole point of this Flosstube channel for me is to document what I thought I was doing versus what I actually did. And see how delusional I can be. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah, this belongs in here. Okay. All right. So how do you want to attack this next part?
I don't know. How big is your stack?
It's large for me, but it's not very much. How's that?
All right. Start us off with positions or investments.
Yes. Okay. So some of my acquisitions / investments are inherited items, and I'm going to leave that till the end. So to start off, I got my copy of the Winter Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. There's some really cute stuff in here. My mother, I dabbled a little bit in it, but my mother has gotten into rug hooking. And so while I was home, like the bug was reignited for me, reignited. So there's some things in here that can be adapted to not just punch needle, but also to rug hooking, or you can even switch it over to cross stitching if you want to. And so there's some fun ones in here. So I got my copy of that. And then I'm just going to show you the box. I participated in Vicky Stitch and Button did she tried out the idea of doing a Christmas, 12 Days of Christmas box. And so there's a project bag, which I'm not going to pull out because some people haven't opened it. I don't want to be a spoiler for them. And then there are 12 wrapped little treats in there. And I'm going to start actually, see, here it is right here. Nice little stickers, very cute. I'm not going to start this one until Christmas Day to celebrate the 12 days of Christmas. So I've got this one. And then in my, I didn't bring it out, I also got a Christmas Advent box from Stitchy Box. And I'm in the process of opening those. So I I had an advent calendar when I was growing up, so I guess that's been imprinted on me since I was young to have an advent calendar. So for the last couple of years, I've been getting that from Stitchy Box because it's fun to open a little something every day. So once that's open, I'll show some of the contents. I won't go through a run through of it, but just show some of the highlights and things that popped out to me. And then I also subscribed to a couple other Stitchy Boxes during the year, and she was having a bit of trouble. She was sick a lot with COVID and also having trouble with sourcing and logistics, which is a global problem. I work in sourcing and logistics, and it is just unreal. So, but some of the stuff is finally coming in, and so I'm getting all these random boxes that are themes for early in the year. So which is fine. So this one was for the love of stitching, and I'm not going to show all the stuff in it, but there was a pair of scissors in there. I will show you the array of flosses, which I might add were 99% silks in this box.
Nice.
And so I'm going to, or limited edition. She does a lot of limited edition over-dyed floss with Gentle Art. So I'm just trying to get them. So there's a combination of Stitchy Silk, which is one of the Stitchy Box brands. Flower Silk, which is another one that's under the Stitchy Box name. There's a one here from Cottage Garden, which is a cotton. There's a Threadwork Silk, a Versois. All right, so here I go. I think I got them all in my hand.
Ooh.
So there's a nice variety of colors and stuff on this one.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that was a highlight. There's always, there's usually a pattern or two. One of the patterns in this one was a Quirky Quaker, Darling and Whimsy, which is a butterfly, which I thought was hilarious.
That's cute.
Yeah, considering I've been watching your temperature butterflies all year. And just, and there's charms, there's some finishing stuff, some buttons. There's always some really pretty beads and or like crystals or things like that that can be used for embellishments. I'm just looking to see if I can find the piece. Oh yeah, and in this one it had two different pieces of fabric. Oh no, one, sorry. And this one was Fiber on a Whim. It looks like 36 count heather. So it's a purplish gray. And where's something I can hold against that? I don't want to. Anyways, I don't know if you can really see the color, but it's a purple gray. It's really pretty.
Okay.
You can't, you know, so
Sort of.
you get some nice fabric in there. You get a little bit of everything. And so that was the theme of For the Love of Stitching. So that was kind of fun. And then while I was home and I was in the rug hooking store, you know, you're in a store and the smell of it just does something to your brain. And I think, yeah, I can rug hook. So this is a Santa ornament.
Okay.
I have learned how to do it. It's just I don't do it very often. But this is a whole kit. It's got all the stuff in it. So all you have to do is sit down and go do 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 do, and so there's that.
Like your sound effects. Do 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 do.
Yep, that's what it sounds like when I do it. It's like a game. You know the sound effects to a game. Do 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 do. Anyways, I participated in the Jingle Ball, which was last weekend. Lindy Stitches and 11 other designers got together and did this virtual online event, which was kind of fun. They had Zoom rooms. You could meet the designer, have meet and greets. They had classes if you were quick enough to sign up for the classes. And then they had stitching tables with different themes so you could hook on. And also a place to shop. Now, I didn't print off... there was a lot of, you could either do PDFs or you could do patterns depending on so I did a bunch of PDFs, and one of the things that they did was the 12 designers contributed a ornament pattern, and they put it all together in a booklet. So that was the main thing. And then each designer had a Jingle Ball exclusive pattern that everybody... I did the booklet and I did a couple of the patterns, but I didn't print off. Just suffice to say, I had fun at the Jingle Ball.
Okay.
And, I got to listen in on a couple of designers that I wasn't 100% familiar with. I got to listen to the meet and greet with Tracy Horner of Ink Circles, whom she's amazing. She's so great. Oh gosh, she's trained at like engineering, and she definitely approaches things with an engineering mind, but with quirks that I just love. And her ornament is actually like she does the mandalas, right? She managed to make a Christmas ornament out of a cork, wine cork, the thing to pull the corkscrew. There we go. It's really kind of fun.
Cool.
Anyways, okay. So a bunch of pattern there. I didn't want to go on about it because I knew we had a lot to talk about. The last thing that I personally acquired was a surprise gift from my husband. And there was a lot of who did he actually buy it from, because there was some mystery. It was a long story. Anyways, it turned out that he bought me it's a whole set from Stitching with Grammy. It starts off with I'm going to put this on so I can pull this out and see. There we go. So here's the full bag, which is cute. The reason why there was confusion is that like a week or two before, I received this one in the mail from my friend Laurel, and it's the exact same. They ended up using the same pattern. So Jerry thought, oh, well, I don't think that's what I ordered. And it turned out it wasn't. So anyways, there was a big long thing. So inside the bag, God bless my husband, there are some other things. There was one of those thread keeper things, and it's got like a pouch. So there's some thread drops, some tea, some floss that matches the whole set, which was kind of cute.
That's cool.
I was like, not bad surprise there, honey, because my husband sometimes he thinks he knows what I want, but he doesn't get...
He may have consulted someone.
He may have consulted someone who shall remain nameless.
I steered him towards Cardinals because you hate them so much.
Oh yes, hate them. So I got 2 new Cardinal bags for my birthday, so it was very exciting. So the other thing that I acquired was something I inherited, and I got it when I was home. This trip home was the first time I was home since my grandmother passed away. And as they were going through some of her things, I was asked if I wanted certain things. And one of the things I asked for was, hope you can see it all. This is her stash of DMC and threads.
Huh?
And so, and she's so funny because, we taped them. Who taped them? Oh, Jerry probably taped them. All right. I don't know if you can see. She has them labeled, but can you see how they're all thrown in there?
Yes.
That was my grandmother. Like she was somewhat organized. I don't know if you can see, like she also kept like little bits of threads because my grandmother was the product of the Depression and they always didn't have a whole lot. So she kept every little scrap and bit and bob. And she at least kept them in the right, you know, she had them all labeled and stuff like that. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with them all. I would like to see if I could start using the threads on some of my certain patterns so that they get used. I don't think I can just, you know, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it all because some of it is not DMC and so I can't really trust what it is. I can't tell what it is. But I would like to see if I can't find one project where I could use some of the threads on just to honor her. And the other thing that I got back was over the years I've made stuff for her. And she used them. And one of the things, my mother's so funny. I guess this was a charted needlepoint at one point. It's called Falling Leaves. And somehow it got cut out of the pillow. And it's in, I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything with it, but it was something that I did for her. And the other thing I did for her was, this is Garden by Elizabeth Designs. And my mother and I converted it into an apron for her. And the apron was well used. So much so that Mom's like, when she was going through her stuff, thought, well, I can at least salvage the cross stitch part, but not the rest of the apron. So I think I'm going to remove it. This is still, the top of it is still pretty stained. So but I know I use DMC on this. So I'm hoping to cut it free from the stitching and soak it a little bit. I've got like, maybe put it, I always have been intending to make a shadow box with a picture and some of her stuff, and maybe this will be on the back of it if I can rescue it. So those are some gifts that I made for her in various stages of repair. So I'm kind of glad to have it back, but I would like to use them in such a way that honors her and honors her influence on me, because she had a very deep influence on me, especially creatively and using my hands to make some pretty stuff. So that's it.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, I miss her.
Yeah.
But it's all good. It is all good. So, yes. Let's look through your Wegmans bag of acquisitions.
Oh. Oh, good Lord. Okay. All right.
I'm going to tell on you, Kate. I'm going to tell on you a little bit before you start this. So I'm on my vacation and I get a message. I shouldn't be left home alone unattended. When are you coming back?
Yeah. And we had a little shopping spree.
So I'm really excited to see all of it.
Okay.
Oh, just wait a second, Kate. Okay, that's adorable.
All right. Crab Shack Stitchery.
Goodness.
$20 for this gigantic project bag.
Yes.
Always sends just a little extra one along.
Nice.
All right. I was on Virtual Stitchers the other night, and Vicky Gable was like, "You need to buy this project now." I'm like, "Okay, I no, you need to buy it, and we're gonna stitch it together." Oh, okay. Why am I doing this? And then she read all the things that are in this. This is from Heartstring Samplery, the Scary Sampler.
Oh, right.
And there are a ton of Gothic literature and sci-fi television and movie references in this thing. There is there's a flock of pterosaurs flying from it from Jurassic Park. There's the moon. I don't know if you can see it. The moon is the Death Star.
Yeah.
So she read me off all these things, and I'm like, oh, okay, I will, yes, I will buy that. And while I was waiting for that to come to me, I got the floss from 1-2-3 Stitch.
So I was on Virtual Stitchers when this whole thing happened. And it was a very strong arm.
Coerced was used, badgered was used.
Well, once she started reading down the list, about 2/3 of the way, I could hear the resignation in your voice. I was like, yep, she's gone.
I am gone. She's a big girl. She's 247 by 215, which is right in my sweet spot.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
That's that. Save that. Oh, do I have fabric? I have fabric. Ground Stitchery. Oh, these are products of Black Friday sales. All right, so this is a fat half of 16 count Ada from Witchalt in French Country.
Ooh.
And that's pretty good for the color.
Ooh. That is pretty.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll worry about getting it back in the bag in a minute. This is a fabric of the month from Bestitch Me. Shocker, I get 16 count. A fat half in Portobello.
Mmm.
And it's gray. It's grungy looking. It's good.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
So on Black Friday, I went on and got a bunch of
cute
floss drops.
I like how they put the double hole in them.
I know, I liked that. And I got like 12 packages because they were sale.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, stash unloading is killing me. This a 16 count Ada fat quarter. This is from Crazy Hamster.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting.
Is it like it got a green tone to it?
Yes, it's like a brown with a very green undertone.
Nice.
This is also a fat quarter. And I liked this as like an alternative to like a black. Putting something. It's kind of almost like the darkest eggplant color you can find.
Yeah, nice.
Well, there's still more fabric. Can we see this? This is Cream de Mint. Fat half, 16 count from Garand Stitchery.
Nice.
Sale.
Yes.
Good Lord. 16 count Regency from Picture This Plus.
Nice.
All right, so my issue is the autumn set of the animals for the Cottage Garden samplings. Wanted to start one of them for my 12 for 12, and then the fabric I had was not. I looked at what I had chosen way earlier in the year, and I was like, no, that's not going to work. This is 16 count doubloon from Picture This Puss?
Yes, I like doubloon.
So that'll go on one of those too. This is also from Garan Stitchery, a fat quarter in topaz.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Such not done yet.
Not quite done yet.
This is a 26 by 36, 20 count Ada, easy count.
Okay.
Just adding to my stash. I bought, is this Stitching Mommy? No, this is Stitching Cabin. Stitching Cabin put out a stitching journal.
Nice.
And I threw some money her way and was going to figure out if it really was something I wanted to use. I kind of like it. We'll see.
I saw that and I was looking at it to see. Yeah, same as you.
Ring bound, better. But,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but we'll see. We'll see if I use it or not. But support the community if you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Stash Unload. I bought these. I don't know if I'm ever going to stitch these. Praiseworthy Stitches.
Ooh, that one's cute. Those are big.
Bump in the Night Farm.
Nice.
And Widow Black's B&B.
Oh, that's great. I have one of their Christmas ones.
I haven't really looked at them too much, but I'm wondering, am I going to regret doing that on Ada?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay. So I'm wearing the Steochalong t-shirt.
That's great.
Cross stitch reduces stress, and there's a skeleton.
That's great.
And okay, one thing left I saved to open.
Oh, I'm excited.
This is, I really should have figured out how to open this before. This is from Lynn X Stitches. She does a quarterly club thing.
Oh, right.
And I saw it come up, and she was like, "Anybody want to get in on this time?" And she said the theme was steampunk Christmas.
Oh.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Got me intrigued. I've never gotten anything from her before, so I'm like, I will open it on Flosstube.
Ooh, fun.
Because I'm that bougie.
I'm excited. Oh, here we go. Back to here. Here we go.
Yeah. All right, so it comes all packaged up like this.
Nice.
So let's see what we have. This is the December 2022. All right, I don't want anything to fall. Okay. Ooh, this is kind of fun. All right. Oh, she even packages it with bubble wrap. Ooh, bubble wrap around the button pull, zipper pull.
Oh, okay, to keep it from. Ooh.
Yeah, there's a pattern. I can't show you the pattern.
Oh, right. Okay.
Show you the pattern. Just pull it out. What do we have? We have a Rebel Stitcher needle minder. It's a little gingerbread man.
Cute.
Okay. We have Steampunk Sieta in Dying for Sass.
Ooh.
Oh, those are cute. That was a steampunk gingerbread man. You know. We got accoutrement. We got Stash Tea stickers.
Oh, cute.
Stickers. I like the cute pink reindeer.
I love it.
Merry Christmas and a snowflake.
Oh, for that stitching journal.
Dash T. Christmas in Paris. I don't know what makes that.
Ooh, nice.
Sweet Holiday Wishes. A lollipop.
Nice.
There. And I'm going to not take these out, but I want you to see. So there are
Oh, fun. Yeah.
cogs and wheels and steampunky
Nice.
arms, which I'm thinking might get used. I don't know. Okay. This is a gentleman and a scholar, and this is a I really want to block that. Oh, here we go. That works.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, super cute.
Steampunk Santa.
Yup.
Okay, there's that and that. And the bag. Ready for the bag. Here we go.
Oh, fun. Oh, fun. Oh, I like that.
And then
On the inside. Ooh, nice.
very cool.
Very, very cool. I like that.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm. Got a little bit of everything in there. I like it.
Yep, pattern, floss, needle minder.
Nice.
Bubble! Sorry. It's the simple things in life.
Right?
That is the end of my haul, believe it or not.
Well, there you go. Quite good. Ooh, there we go.
Whew. Not make it to the garbage can.
I was going to say 2 points.
Nope. Negative.
Well, I think that's plenty.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh.
New section.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
New section. New floss tubers to me.
Yeah.
3 of these people are pretty brand new, and 1 is very established.
Okay.
So I occasionally put in, whip parades into my search engine just to see new people.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Fiber Arts Amy. She's been around for a while. She has a 5-part, and they're all over an hour.
Wow.
These are kitted and whips for Mirabilia and Nora Corbett.
Wow.
The amount I have seen Mirabilias now that I have never seen before.
Wow.
Yeah. I was impressive. It really was impressive.
Fiber Arts Amy.
Yes.
Got it.
Now, 3 fairly new people. There is Marjorie, M-A-D-E, and Marjorie is M-A-R-J-O-R-I-E.
Okay, so Marjorie Maid.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Her channel name. She's got a couple up now, and she's stitching some fun things. Cam, C-A-M, the Stitcher.
Got it.
She just started, and they're fun. And one I discovered early this morning, because my dog gets me up very early. Stitch Me Sane. She's from Australia, and she did start with a whip braid, and she was sewing stuff that I have never
seen. Yes.
Anything before. Some of them, yes. She's stitching 2 donut stitches, like my Sleeping Beauty. But it was amazing to me, and she is a big full coverage girl.
I think I know who you're talking about, because I started watching that one and I had to stop for whatever reason, because I think I was just trying to listen to it, but I was like, no, I need to pay attention to this a little more closely. So yeah.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So those are some new to us. I haven't branched out other than Stitch Me Sane. I'm pretty sure it's the same one. I haven't had a chance to. I'm taking some, I still have a couple of vacation days left, and I'm hoping to stitch and have some stuff off to the side. I have been amusing myself with Vicky Hartwell's, which is, she's reading and stitching, right? On Instagram? Yes. She's been doing a whip parade and asking people to vote on ones that you see, because she's going to add some of them into her 2023 plans. And so I thought that was kind of fun to participate a little bit. She's doing like little 10, 15-minute chunks, which is nice. And because she blazes through some stuff. So it's been fun to vote. And now she's getting to the rounds where it's actually winnowed some of them down. So it's almost like a bracket. So that's what I've been, and then my ones that I try to keep up with. So yeah, so there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we talked a lot, but it's been a while.
It has.
And so thanks everybody for finding us, and all the likes and comments and questions and things like that. It's been kind of fun to have that. I think we are planning. Should we say this out loud? What we're planning to do next?
Sure.
Okay. So as soon as we stop talking about this one, we're going to like reset ourselves a little bit, and we're going to do a joint whip parade.
Yeah. Because today about cross stitch.
What was that?
We haven't talked enough today about cross stitch.
No, not at all. Because again, we usually film every 2 weeks, and the next one, of course, is on Christmas Eve, and we'll probably release it then, so that you get a little bit of content to watch over Christmas if you're so inclined, and just so that yeah, that's what we're doing it for. So, and we thought it would be fun to do a whip parade and throw one in there, because what you saw in those extra bonus content, that was not current. Those were all finishes.
Yeah.
We're now moving on to active stuff. So yeah, so we're going to work on that today, and we'll release it in a couple weeks. So again, it's going to be another a month or two before not two, but it'll be a little while before we do yeah. So so with all that being said, we hope you guys have a great day stitching. Thanks for listening.
Stitching. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Blessed Solstice.
I'm not sure if there's a special greeting for Kwanzaa, but for all those of you that participate in that, that's awesome.
Merry Kwanzaa.
Merry Kwanzaa, great. All the holidays, it's awesome. There's a lot of celebrating happening right now.
I'm sure we're missing holidays. Mm-hmm. Happy holidays.
Exactly, yes. Have a good time celebrating and being a little bit festive this time of year. So we'll see you guys later.
All right.
See ya. Bye.